Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Hello, good afternoon, welcome. This is Running on Empty Food Review. I am your host, the Report of the Week. Well, admittedly, this is a place I haven't tried in a long while. And maybe I'm a little bit slacking when it comes to it. But for such a major pizza chain, we're talking about Domino's here, mind you, they haven't pumped out a ton of new releases. I mean, you look at Pizza Hut, right? It's like every other week they come out with something, right? They got the Cheesy Bites pizza, they got the 3-cheese blend stuffed crust pizza, they got the grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza, they got the stuffed crust pizza that's still a stuffed crust pizza, but it doesn't look exactly like a stuffed crust pizza, etc., etc. And even Papa John's releases a lot of stuff, too. Domino's, on the other hand, I guess they just like to keep things kind of low-key. They just say, well, we have our menu. I guess it works just fine as it is, so why change it? But every now and then, Domino's does make a new release. And this is like a yearly occasion, alright? So Christmas is coming early, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a new release from Domino's coming out. Now, this isn't a pizza. It'd be rather interesting if you could fit a whole pizza in this box here, but unfortunately it is not. This is for their, let's see here. This is for their Parmesan Bread Twists. We'll move the water out of the way temporarily so we can read what this is and get all the facts down to you. These are their Parmesan Bread Twists. An answer to garlic knots? They may have pondered. This is really what I believe Domino's play on garlic knots, really. They are buttery, pieces of dough, pretty much, that are baked, of course, and they're twisted a bit. They're like garlic knots, in short. And they are coated with garlic, as well as some Parmesan cheese. Though you could also get them in garlic flavor, meaning I guess they have a garlicky blend, and then even more garlic on top of it. And then they also come with a cinnamon variety as well, which is like your dessert type of bread concoction. So again, the Parmesan ones come with a garlic Parmesan blend, and then an extra little bit of Parmesan there, just to add that cherry on top. It also comes with a side of Marinara Sauce. Price is $5.99. As is the standard price for any Domino's side, really. So now that we know what we're in for, you can see the box. Come one, come all, bread twists. There they are. You can kind of see them on the pedestals. They're just doing what they do, I guess. This is just the existence they live. They just sit there all day, I guess. I don't know what that otherwise would represent. Okay. Yeah, they really do look a lot like garlic knots. You can hopefully see them here. Hope you can see them. If not, I'll try and hold it as up close as I can for you. I think you can see it, though. We'll lay it out kind of flat anyway. So it comes on this little sheet here. And yeah, they do look a lot like garlic knots. They really do. I mean, you look at this. Yes, it is a little bread twist, but you can see it does. I mean, it's pretty resemblant of a garlic knot. You could really see the garlic coating with the Parmesan on it as well. A lot of excess garlic Parmesan seasoning on the bottom there, too. They're really warm, so I got this delivered today, so they're fresh, of course. Alright, that being said, I think we know what there is to it. It's not an overwhelmingly complex, piece of food or anything like that. I'm just going to try one of them plain, let you know how it tastes, and then we'll try another one with the marinara sauce, see how that, does, how it reacts, positively, negatively, or not at all, and we'll just go from there. So it's the Parmesan Bread Twists from Domino's going in. you take a look at the cross section here for the most part. I'm going to get to this in a minute, really. You can kind of see it there. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I'm going to take a quick bite of another one. I just want to try something. I'm curious as to something here. I guess we'll just keep it like so. When it comes down to these things, do they have a unique flavor? Or is it something, well, yeah, it kind of tastes like something already on the menu? Or is your jaw on the floor and you're saying, wow, these bread twists are like nothing I ever had before? Which is it? You know, they're not bad. They're not bad at all, actually. Though they're not really in a particularly unique flavor either, you can say. They're a pretty simple combination of their standard breadsticks and the Parmesan bread bites. Allow me to explain. In terms of the seasoning and coating here, they're very oily, absolutely. I mean, I could see the pools of oil at the bottom here. The garlic is noticeable, but you really can taste that Parmesan, and it's not like melted cheese or anything. It's a little, stuff they'll sprinkle on there. And you can taste a little bit of that cheesiness from the Parmesan, though. They really did put a generous amount of it on, and the name implies it. They call these the Parmesan Bread Twists. Of course, you come to expect that it would have a good serving of Parmesan on it. That's fine. Has a nice garlickiness to it as well, some oiliness, that's fine as well. Now, interestingly enough, though, this is very reminiscent of the Parmesan Bread Bites, an item that they have had on their menu for a few years now. It tastes exactly like those when it comes down to the flavor of the seasonings. But with the Parmesan Bread Bites, those are essentially pretty light and airy little bite-sized snacks. These, on the other hand, are resemblant of their breadsticks. When you eat it, you might have seen a tiny couple of air pockets, but they're by no means airy. As a matter of fact, the dough is very thick and chewy. So when you're biting in here, it's you could really taste that garlickiness. You can taste the little cheesiness from the Parmesan. But what took me off guard is when you come to expect that flavor from their menu, you expect the light airiness of the Parmesan bread bites, but these, on the other hand, are very thick and chewy, and you have to keep that in mind as well. Now, that's nothing detracting it at all. It's just an interesting flavor, and it kind of throws you a little curveball if you've had the Parmesan bread bites before. You come to expect one type of flavor there, and you get something different. But it's not bad by any means. I'm gonna try it with the marinara sauce. I think in its own, as a matter of fact, because of that oiliness in it, it's not exceptionally dry, so it doesn't desperately need a sauce in terms of any moisture, because it does have some oil to it as well, and that does keep it pretty moist. But the sauce might be a nice little accompaniment flavor-wise. You know, I think these are actually better before the marinara sauce, truth be told, because their marinara sauce is very robust and tangy. It really is. And it's to the point that it really overwhelms all the flavor, of which these have a lot. It overwhelms all the flavor on these little bread twists, and, you know, it just gets overwhelming to a sense. So I think these are fine without any sort of sauce. So overall, considering the price, which is pretty average, you know, for Domino's, mind you, considering what you're getting, I'd say these are pretty average, you know. There's nothing overwhelmingly positive or overwhelmingly negative. I think these are just straight middle-of-the-road type of side dish, you know. You can get it, you know, you kind of shrug and say, yeah, those are pretty good, but it's nothing you're going to be raving over, and it's nothing you're going to be saying, this is terrible, about either. So I think it's a straight middle-of-the-road type of side dish, you know. It is what it is, it's average. You're not going to really gain or lose anything by getting these. They're just standard. You know, that's all that there is to it. Just completely and totally average. Can't really find too much to compliment them on. Can't really find much to, you know, bash them on either. So they're straight average. Therefore, I'm going to be giving these, I'm going to give them a 7.0 out of 10. All things factoring in. You can get them. You're not going to be, you know, it's not going to be a life-changing experience if you get them or don't get them. But if you're interested in them, I say it's worth a try, and you know, may as well see what there is to it, right? Unlock the magic of the bread twists from Domino's. Well, that's all that I have for you today. Have a happy remainder of your Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you later. This is the Report of the Week, and this is Running an Empty Food Review. Thank you again, and take care.